When we started with our company 7 years ago, I never thought that ice cream could be a field of application. We come from Modena, we are in Italy, and we work on both in-cylinder simulations and problems that are outside the cylinder. This particular kind of ice cream that has to be sold has to show some peculiarities in the variegation, because once you look at it, you have to perceive a sort of handmade aspect of the ice cream. And this is the reason why we started simulating this variegator, in order to understand in a very preliminary way, avoiding, of course, a lot of prototyping that is, of course, rapid but takes time and costs more than CFD simulations. We use Simcenter STAR-CCM Plus in our applications in order to predict how the ice cream could look at the end of the process before being stored into the boxes.
What I really enjoyed when I moved to a tool like Simcenter STAR-CCM Plus is the variety of physics you can simulate. There are many sorts of difficulties, from the rheological characterization of their properties to also the thermal variation of these properties. There are basically two concentric cylinders, one for the ice cream, another one more external for the sauce, and some nozzle connecting the two. So they wanted to achieve variegation through direct injection to realize what kind of shapes for variegation pattern we could achieve with this device. And this is probably where CFD helped the most our customer, because we presented them 2,000 different patterns that were possibly realizable with their different variegators, and we obtained such an information in 17 days. After we selected, together with our customer, the favorite pattern of variegation, we had to understand how to actually make it repeatable between the multiple nozzles of our system. We had instead to optimize the feeding chamber, so the chamber that was feeding all the nozzles, so that all of them could receive the same quantity of sauce for variegation. And in this step we used HIDS, so again another Siemens product. When you have the full device, the full production line, you will have the full system with multiple nozzles, and therefore you want to be sure that all of them are working the same way, so that one customer is as happy as the other one. I have tried this ice cream and I pretty appreciated the job made.
With Simcenter now we go from ice to ice creams.